Here's the thing about your movie, why I made a curator's pick of the Hollywood Fringe community, heart, you're saying.
Blackbook Mondays, SOS.
We are at war. If the truth hurts, then you'll be in pain. If the truth drives you crazy, you'll be insane. The laws are designed so that the black man as a collective cannot get paid. As I told you before, we're at war.
Welcome to Blackbook Mondays. We're excited today. We got a lot to talk about, folks. First, let me say what's up to my co-host, Mr. Crazy D. How you doing?
Blackbook Mondays. You know, I'm from LORDLANDFILMS.com, LORDLANDFILMS.com, because a beautiful black image is everything.
Great. Hey, I'm going to start off by recognizing our sponsors. We have two sponsors that help us keep this on the air. One is The Write-Up. The Write-Up is originally out of Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, but they came here a couple years ago hard. They talk about issues that we need to talk about and we need to learn. They give us a little bit of black history. They give us a little bit of what's happening today from our perspective. So shout out to Ava Bizzle and The Write-Up for being affiliate and a sponsor with the Black Book. We also want to give a shout out to Blackbook TV. Yes, it's coming. Blackbook TV will be black-owned media. TV station 24/7. It is a digital station, which means you can get it for free on the old rabbit ears, but they're now digital antennas. They're no longer rabbit ears. They give you high definition. This is the future, folks, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this as the day goes on. But we want to start off. We're going to still talk a little bit more about the political arena real quick. But let me start off on the write-up. I want to read something. It's on the front page. It says, "Black media must be black-owned" by Brian Harris. Heard that name before. It says, "The role of black media has always been to uplift our community. Black media was the catalyst for change, fighting lynching, promoting civil rights, and much more. With a rise in racism, social injustice, and economic injustice, we need black media now more than ever. Today, there's a trend for non-black-owned businesses to define themselves as black media, solely to obtain the limited ad dollars in our community. In today's political climate, black media must be the voice of the black agenda. Black media must vet the candidates to help create educated voters. Many times, we support candidates that do not have the best interests for our community simply because they have the biggest signs, name recognition, or have used urban media to miseducate us and coach certain candidates to say the right things with little or no substance. Politicians in Nevada will spend over $50 million trying to buy our votes. Very little dollars are actually spent in the black community. However, our media cannot be for sale. While black media should profit, as other media outlets do, we cannot put money first. We cannot allow urban media to pretend to be black media because they do not have the same values. So in closing, I thank the write-up for being the black media, and I challenge everyone to realize ownership matters. What do you think, Crazy D?
I think I think you read that before, but now that it's in print and it's in the Write-Up magazine where people can pick it up, you can definitely have it, put it in a frame and put it up on your wall, that this is truly a declaration of where the Black Book and the Black Book TV, and everything that Brian Harris is doing, where it's going and what it stands for. So you have it in print form, and it's unmistakably what's happening.
Okay, great. As we stay at the write-up, because it's going to lead us in to the other issues we're going to talk about today. Grab your write-up. I just picked up some. We're going to be putting them in the barbershops. They'll be at Mario's Market. They'll be all around. If you want to grab this one, you'll see a lot of information. A lot of information that we can use. It's witty, it's funny, but it's informational. The front of it says, Prince Harry gives a new definition of jungle fever. Wow.
That's funny.
like I said, nobody does it like the write-up, our urban news source. If you go to page 9, you're going to see one that is the Blackbook page. It's going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with the black market as we start to expand it. E-commerce site designed for black people to promote black products and services and to support ourselves. And basically it's for everybody to spend, but we want to spend money with black-owned businesses and black-owned products and services. It's that simple. It talks a little bit about Blackbook Bucks. Shouts out to CSN, one of the larger black-owned insurance agents. If you call and get your insurance quote from them, and we'll put it on here, the address and information, they will give you $5 worth of black bucks that can be spent at TC's Rib Crib or spent at Grits Cafe as a way to say thank you. You don't have to go in, you just got to call them, tell them the Blackbook sent you, and they will mail you a Blackbook box. We also just recently had NWC, Nevada Wellness Center, has just come on. They got black books. You basically walk into their dispensary, the only black-owned dispensary, 3200 Valley View Drive. If you basically have the black book on your phone and you go to their page and you show them your Blackbook bucks on their page, then if you simply give them a 5-star rating, they will give you 20% off of your purchase that are only for the smokables, folks, but 20% off if you just come in and show them. That's how we recycle the dollars. That's how we do it here.
Blackbook at work.
Yeah, so recycling the dollars, we got, if you go into the Blackbook, we got about 10 different folks giving you specials simply by showing them their Blackbook coupon.
Give them the website real quick so they can go right to it.
www.ROURBlackDollarsMatter.com. www.RBlackDollarsMatter.com. Now, sticking with the write-up on page 9, because we're going to get these out. If you look at the bottom, it's going to say Bedwell for Sheriff. And it says something here. It says 2 of the most important positions in the state are the district attorney and sheriff as it pertains to black people. Many times, we do not even know who is running and what is their platform. We need new leadership committed to address bias and injustice in the system. That is why the Independent Black Voters on Facebook supports Tim Bedwell for Sheriff. For more information about the candidates, please go to the Facebook group Independent Black Voters and become a member, because the smarter you are, the better voter you are. But folks, we need to vote, and we need to vote with an agenda. The second person that I wanted to talk about on politics before we jump into Blackbook Mondays is Robert Langford. Robert Langford is running. He's the underdog, but he's running because he wants to change. I looked at his. I've talked to him. I've spoken with him. He talks about ensuring equal justice for all. Hey, getting back to blind justice. He was a civil rights attorney. So he says on his flyer that he will enforce the standard of justice regardless of race and income levels. He has fought against racial profiling with the ACLU and will continue to do that as a DA. Ending mass incarceration, holding the powerful accountable, not just the poor, protecting women and children. These are the issues that we need to vote for, folks. We need to look for candidates who get it. Think about it. The 2 incumbents have over $500,000 of campaign finance. It didn't come from us. It didn't come from us. It came from the folks that want to have their ear, that will want to dictate whether or not loitering becomes a big issue. And we just posted about loitering, and you need to go back and check the history of what's going on. We need to have people who are accountable to us and not accountable to the big business to set the agendas and how we are being treated. Because if we continue to not support these candidates, these underdogs who have come out and said, I need to make a difference, then that means we happy with the same mentality we had in the past. What do you think, Razan?
Well, I think that people realize this, but maybe they don't want to agree with it or understand it or openly express their viewpoint on it because they're under meritorious manumission, and we'll leave that there. If you don't know what meritorious manumission is, look it up. Meritorious manumission. They're under that. We'll get into that later. But let me say this. Everything that's happening in this country, move all the so-called minorities aside, the ones who came here and who got breaks from for able to get property because they had able to get land because they had property. Let's move all them out the way, and all the ones that came later because of the Vietnam War, and the Korean War and all that. Let's move all those people aside and realize that this whole battle here is unfortunately something that's artificially made, but it's about black and white. Everything. When you go and look at the loitering laws and you see where the loitering laws came from and what they were for to control people who had just freshly got their freedom after 1865. That's what the loitering laws were about. So this whole thing is about black and white. That's why at Lordland Films we make sure that our people are seen, heard, recognized, and appreciated, that we are in constant consistency all the time. That's why the Blackbook TV is going to be very important. Now let me run down something to you about consistency here, why I'm one of the content providers on the Blackbook Mondays.
Tell us.
Just this June 1st, a few days ago, the Malcolm X tribute came out. Also on June 1st, A Preacher's Life, The Rocco Problem came out. That's a scripted piece. We're getting back into the scripted pieces after we're doing all these documentary pieces. Then after that, on July, Lordland Films will debut on Bop TV from out of Atlanta. In August, Lordland Films content will debut on the Blackbook TV station. It's right here in Las Vegas, all black owned. Then we have number 4 is we're looking for extras for the Nina Ross video called Ghetto Folks. So all of this is content constantly building. Then after that, already we are on Cox Cable through the YouTube app. So that means that's 2.9 million homes that see Lordland Films. And last but not least, on July 17th, we are filming the comedy special for Miss Diva. It's called Diva's Comedy Presents, a special Father's Day night of comedy, and that's going to be at the Truth Spot LV. So as you see, we're looking for people who are consistent, who will consistently produce content to put on the Blackbook TV. And if your content is not as clear, because I'm 4K, if it's not as clear, I will go in and clean it up. There's fees for that, but I will go in and clean that up and make sure it comes up to the level of what we're going to be putting across the airways. If you have not seen digital rabbit ear TV, as I like to call it, it is crystal clear HD. My image is crystal clear HD. I am consistent. I follow through because a man's word is his bond. And when he says he's going to do something, when he says he's going to work with different people, that's what he does, and he delivers on what he says he's going to do. And so all of these different things, some of them are up, others are coming up, but it's consistent content that you will see so that people are seen, heard, recognized, and appreciated. That's what LordlandFilms.com is about.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks, Crazon. Like I said, and Crazon hit on some key issues. We are trying to put together something. We're making history. We literally want to do what is not being done here in Vegas. There are we have some newspapers, media, and shouts out to Black Image. Shouts out to the Write-Up. Shouts out to the black-owned media that is out here trying to work and get their information on. Shouts out to Power 88. Because Power 88 is owned by Clark County, but they are structured basically to serve our community. So, we have aspects, but we don't really have black-owned media on the TV networks, period. So our goal was to create our own network. And it's a scary endeavor, but we had to take a leap of faith. So we're going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing and why we're doing it now, and we hope that you all out there will help us, because it's not something we can do alone. We're going to need you all. If you see the value in it, we're going to ask you to come on. So I'm going to tell you a little bit. Again, the Blackbook start off as just an idea that we needed to support each other, and we created an app. Since then, we've created Blackbook Media. We've affiliated with the Write Up. We have the radio station called the radio show called Blackbook Mondays for radio. We have the Black Market e-commerce sites. So we've expanded our media so that we can be ready for the future, and we can help other Black-owned businesses grow as we grow. The concept came over that let's create a TV station because we saw a need. We saw that we need to create a media that we control. We're not going to play old shows. We may have a few in there, but our objective is to have new content from Black filmmakers like Lordland and people throughout the world that are Black filmmakers that have more than one Black person in it. It's important that a lot of us are in it, and that it has a message for us. So we want to make this exciting and new. We're looking at a lot of content that we've got a lot that we're going to use to start off. We're going to continue to make it. We're going to talk a little bit about some of our ideas as we go. Now, trust and believe, we're looking to launch in August. Everything won't launch at the same place, but we're working to make this a really big deal. So why should you support us? We're trying to make history as the only Black-owned TV station in Nevada that is up and running. So we want to make history when we do that. It will be community-driven. It's going to provide content that uplifts the community, folks. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun stuff. We're going to have stuff, and we're going to talk about it like Black Las Vegas After Dark. We're talking about something like Pimp My Ride, maybe called Fix My Ride, Vacation, Black Vacation Station. But we're going to have like Black history information. We're going to have Black business shows. We're going to have stuff that is going to be uplifting but also informative as we go forward and roll this out. So bear with us, and we look for you to give your opinions. We created a membership. It's called the Blackbook Launch Membership. Very, very inexpensive. So if you folks want to help us, you can go to our new link, and it's blackbooklv.tv. And I'll put it on here, blackbooklv.tv. It will tell you a little bit of what we're doing. And then if you like what we're doing, it'll send you to our other link. You can go to www.blackdollarsmatter.com, and you become a launch member. So check it out, folks. Help us, because this is not an easy endeavor. It will happen. But if the community is in, then the community needs to support us. So we're going to make us history. If you do this, there are different opportunities to be members. There's the bronze, there's the silver, there's the gold, there's the platinum, and then there's the investment membership. So please take a look at it, and we're looking for you to support us as we try to make history. No, we're not trying. As we make history, we're actually making history. Blackbook LV.TV. That is blackbooklv.tv. Go right to your internet right now. Click to it. You'll be able to see it. We're going to have some demos happening on Lordland Films on YouTube, which you can see through the YouTube app, Cox Cable. So you'll be able to see it on your big screen, and you'll be able to get demos of what's going to be happening on the shows, because a lot of content is already shot, and I have content that can last at least 2 years. That's right. Already. So I'm a content provider. We're looking for content providers. This is not a Lordland Films only type of thing. Absolutely. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm about people working together. So if you have films, if you have that content ready, all you have to do is contact Brian Harris. Give me your number. Yeah, you can call me 708-805-3819 or text me. Do not leave an email. I'll put it on here too. Or you can send an email to lvblackbook at gmail.com. lvblackbook at gmail.com.
So, it's not just a Lordland thing, because I noticed when I first moved out here, people would say, well, they only want me to work with them, and that's not how an actor's life is supposed to go. That's not how a model's life is supposed to go. They're supposed to work with various groups of people. Tahaji P. Henson worked with Tyler Perry, but now she's working with what's his name? The guy from I can't think of his name. I'm having a brain freeze here, but from Empire. George Daniels, right?
From Empire?
Yeah. Daniels, yeah. Okay. Not George. George Daniels is the retailer from out of Chicago. You remember him.
I remember him.
So people work with different people, and that is how the business is done. You have different connections as the talent, and you move forward that way. But here, everybody wanted to be so tied up and everything. But then as it moved along, they started to see who actually finished products, actually released products they could be proud of, to be seen, heard, recognized, and appreciated in Lordland Films. And that's what we want your product to be. Come on to this television platform and be seen, heard, recognized, and appreciated.
I had a question, Siv. What does AFD mean?
AFD. Oh, sure. We need to urban that A.
Okay, we're gonna have to find that out and get back to you. All right, Miss Sharon, how you doing? So let me give you a little bit more. Again, we're looking for people who want to be launch members. What happens if you become a support member? They'll be recognized when we roll out this TV. We're going to recognize these people on TV, on air, for being part of the launch team, for helping us make this a reality. They're going to qualify. We're going to have some gifts and stuff we're working on for the Black Las Vegas week, to maybe have a weekend where we're going to have we're going to basically take care of all expense trip to Vegas for Black Business Week. Support members will be given the priority for future investments as we grow, because folks, we won't just be in Vegas. We've got plans to extend once we get this thing going. As I said, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and investor support members. If you are a platinum support member, you actually get a t-shirt. It's from our Conscious Clothing. It might be one of these independent Black voters. Our vote is not free. It may be listen, my vote equals mine, but it will be Conscious Clothing. You will get a t-shirt as our way of saying thank you. Okay. I guess we found out what AFD is. I got you. It's all
something like that.
Day. So yeah, it's 24/7 all F day.
That's it.
That's it. So let's talk a little bit about content. Again, Lordland Films. I could not have done this without Lordland Films. He is going to help. He's going to be the president of operations. He's going to help us design the content. And we ask you folks, if you're interested or been interested, if you have a podcast, if you have been interested in doing some type of a talk show, then hit us up, please. Because
so let's tell them what that means, Brian, being the VP of operations, meaning that when you bring the content, I'll look at it. Well, Brian's going to look at it first. He's going to say, boom. Then he'll have me look at it. Then I'll, look at it and say, okay, it needs to be cleaned up here, there. Or if you need filming, there's a fee for that to make your dream come to reality. There's a fee for that. So that's my end. This is Brian's company. I am a person who is, skilled in my ability to create content and also clean up content, also bring to life what the person's treatment is, and bring to life so it can be more content on the show. So I'm the content provider and the content cleaner, I'll call it.
So let me tell you real quick, some of the things we're going to have. You all seen the QVC, where we're going to have something called the Black Market Live show, where it's going to be similar to QVC, but we're going to be bringing on products that are either manufactured or sold by Black businesses. They'll be able to have special sales on there. Again, like QVC, but it's going to be called the Black Market Live show. We're looking at doing a Breaking New Artist show, where we are trying to find artists out there that want to get their content on a TV show in Vegas. So breaking new artists.
As a matter of fact, you already have that platform
Exactly.
set up on the original Blackbook.
Exactly. So you can go check it out on the original Blackbook. And then, like I said, it's called Breaking New Artists. One of the things we're excited, we're going to do Black Las Vegas After Dark. Man, I stopped by Raw Remedies for Soul Sessions as usual, off the chain. You know, we got Black Las Vegas Food Festival. We've got a ton of stuff that goes on in the black community, and this is going to be a chance for us to film what happens in Black Las Vegas After Dark.
And you can automatically already see Soul Sessions, Raw Remedies. That's already up on LORDLANDFILMS.com. Again, go to Cox Cable, click the YouTube app. After you click apps, and then you search Lordland Films, and you'll see Raw Remedies right there with Soul Sessions. It's a 40-minute document piece that we went there, shot it, came out in 2 days. It turned around. And let me say this real quick, Brian, before we get back to the insurance and the realty. I want to shout out to Devin Moore and his Go Urban Vegas magazine.
Yes.
It's on the fourth issue, and let me tell you, it's thick with ads. And I told him I remember some of the greatest magazines coming from out of Chicago and Cleveland, Ohio, that were filled with ads, ad magazines, real ads. That's what we're talking about. That's showing and proving and showing that black people come together to look at themselves and appreciate themselves in an ad magazine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Ad magazines are the way to go. It's a Midwest thing, and I told him I love his design because it's real, it's not slick, it's real. It feels Midwest to me.
Yep.
And I enjoyed it.
Okay, and we're going to keep going past the half an hour, but we're getting close to that. But I want to give a special shout out to Mario. Mario was the first person to come in as a supporter, as an investment supporter. Shouts out to Mario, because you know what, folks? There are people who talk and there are people who do. There are people who support the community and there are people who talk about supporting the community. And I'm going to tell you, folks, it doesn't matter to me what color you are. It matters to me what is the color in your heart. Do you support us as we go forward to try to make things happen? And Mario has been there. You know, he helped to create and bring back the baseball
Bolden
here,
Little
Little League. He employs us. He gives people opportunities. We got 3 minutes. I got you. So we got 3 more minutes, but we're gonna keep going here on Facebook Live. So if you lose me on Power 88, come back to us on Facebook Live. A couple other things. We're gonna have a real estate show, folks, where we actually have realtors come in and talk about the ins and outs of real estate, maybe how to flip a home. We're gonna have insurance experts to come in. I'm excited. We're going to do Black Vacation Station. Folks, if you got pictures or videos that you'd like the world to see, you need to send them in to us, because we're going to have Black Vacation Station where we're going to show the videos and bloopers. If you got something funny that happened, send it in, folks, because we're going to look at that. We're going to have black music, Caribbean, jazz, R&B, gospel, and more doing part of our 24 hours. Because, man, we got a lot to fill up. We got health and beauty. We're going to have people like Raw Remedies, Bella Natural, just a bunch of these folks. And we've also reached out to the churches for Gospel Sunday. We got about 5 slots for you churches that want to go on TV at an affordable rate. Hit us up now. We have a limited amount of space available. First come, first serve. But we hope that you will participate on Gospel Sunday. We got black food. You know, I see here TC's Rib Crib, grits, and many more. We're going to, 2 more minutes. I got you. We're going to have these folks, we're going to come in. We're going to take pictures. We're going to videotape them so we can know the various different food and restaurants that are black owned here in Vegas. So look out for that. Auto dealerships. We're going to work with the auto dealerships that want to put their products out and let the community know what's out there in sales. And we're going to have black news that we can use. Something that is going to be about us. We're going to look at a lot of issues and we're going to talk about them. The key of this is content. We want content that is good for the black community. So, if you didn't hear it before, if you want more information, if you want to become a member, you can go to blackbooklv.tv.
.tv. That's blackbooklv.tv.
And you'll get a lot of that information. And if you decide you want to be a sponsor, because we're going to have this sponsor drive here at ourblackdollarsmatter.com.
Okay, we want to say a special thanks to the intern that is operating the board
That's right.
today. That's part of the Power 88 system of exposing graduates to the radio and learning to be engineers and everything. So we want to shout out to them. That's that program that Power 88 offers.
Got you. And shout out to Power 88, the People Station. So we're gonna leave the station, but we're gonna continue and talk a little bit longer here about what's going on with Blackbook TV.
Okay.
Folks, if you got any questions, hit me up here on Facebook, and we'll try to answer them about Blackbook TV.
Someone else. You know, we are people too. We like the birds and the bees, but we'd rather die on our feet and keep living on our knees. Say it loud.
Blackbook Mondays, SOS.